Lying governing body. The inventor of lying is Satan the devil, which is why Christ labeled Satan as the father of the lie. John 8:44. The first lie that Satan used to manipulate the first humans was making Adam and Eve believe that they would not die if they ate the fruit forbidden by God because it was deadly. Eve ate it due to the temptation of becoming like God if she ate it, and Adam joined her. They died because of Satan's lie, and all of their offspring were dragged down with them. Now let us go back to the governing body of the organization called Jehovah's Witnesses. This leadership of the so-called Jehovah's Witnesses claims that back in 1919, Christ appointed them as the faithful and discreet slave referred to in Matthew 24:45. Source: The Watchtower. Study Edition. February 2017. Article title: Who is Leading God's People Today? Page number 26. Paragraph 10. The question of a person with common sense is, how did Christ appoint them? Did Christ go to their headquarters and tell them there that he appointed them? Did Christ appear in their dreams or through a miracle and say he appointed them? And what is the proof? I have asked this to one of their members, but I was not answered. Why? Is it because the governing body's claim of being appointed by Christ in 1919 is merely a figment of their imagination? The foolish people called Jehovah's Witnesses do not even think about this. They are blind individuals who continue to be deceived and burdened by Satan through this arrogant, self-proclaimed governing body. The biggest deception committed by this demonic, lying governing body is making it appear that the writer of their publications, like the Watchtower magazine, is their so-called Jehovah. In the past, their publications used to state at the bottom who the writer was. The editor was also listed. This kind of process is correct because the Bible is the same way. The writers are identified from the Old Testament to the New Testament, like Moses, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Daniel, John, Paul, etc. However, on October 15, 1931, they changed this process. The names of the people who wrote and edited the articles or books were no longer included. It was replaced with Isaiah 54:13 to imply that God wrote the articles, thereby crediting him as responsible for whatever was written. The verse in Isaiah 54:13, according to the Bible of the so-called Jehovah's Witnesses, is translated as follows: All your sons will be taught by Jehovah. Source: Jehovah's Witnesses, Proclaimers of God's Kingdom, pages 143-146. It turns out, because of this change, that the Jehovah of the Watchtower organization is actually the people who write their magazines and books under the leadership of their governing body. After all, who writes their books and teaches their members? Isn't it just them? As time passed, all of their members were brainwashed into believing that what was written in their publications came directly from their God, so they no longer even needed to parade Isaiah 54:13. Thus, in 1942, this was also removed up to the present day. Can we say that the governing body of the organization they call Jehovah's Witnesses is honest? Or are they like Satan, lying and deceitful?